Hello everyone, my name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and welcome to our next educational tutorial, which is talking about value, safety, and timing. This is our master indicator for ranking any stock in our database, because we've talked about relative value, relative safety, relative timing, and now we tie it up into one comprehensive indicator, VST, or the Value, Safety, and Timing Indicator. It is a mathematical formulation, though, and it's what VectorVest was founded on. VST looks at the square root of the weighted sum of the squares. So that is the calculation behind VST. Notice in there it talks about the weighted sum. So when we look at VST, we put more weight on RV than we put on RS. We put more weight on RS than we put on RT. And putting all of that together, we have a weighting calculation, which is the weighted sum of the squares. So it is the square root of the weighted sum of the squares. And if you're not a mathematician, it's okay. The calculation is already there for you, and the power behind it is already in the software. Let's go to our watch list. Again, the same 5 stocks that we've been watching throughout all of these tutorials. And we started off with value to see what the stock is worth and if the stock is trading above or below its value. We then moved over to relative value, which looks at the stock's long-term upside potential. Relative safety, which is an indicator of risk. It looks at the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance. We looked at RT, which looks at the short-term price trend of the stock. Is the stock moving in an up direction? Remember, relative value and relative safety are our fundamental indicators, and we tie in relative timing as a technical indicator, and we put these all together into our VST. Now, when we analyze a stock as a whole with VST, our master indicator, it is looking at fundamental analysis with the insight of technical analysis. It is giving you a well-rounded picture about what's going on with that stock. Let's start with end phase. End phase is at the top of the list. Anytime you pull up a VectorVest list in the software, it is always going to be ranked by VST because it is our master indicator. So at the top of the list, out of these 5 stocks, the stock that has the best combination of value, safety, and timing is ENPH. Now, that doesn't mean it is the best stock in the database. It is the best stock, or the stock that's got the best combination of value, safety, and timing. That is important to note. Advanced Micro, 1.48, not far behind ENPH. It is a good combination of value, safety, and timing with 1.48. As we move over to Apple, above the value of 1, it has got a good overall ranking at 1.24. Not as good as Advanced Micro or ENPH, but still above the value of 1. All of these indicators that are cast on a scale between 0 and 2, above 1 is favorable. Let's get on to Boeing. So we understand what's going on with Boeing. It does still have a VST above 1, but again, once you start to look at a graph on a stock, you're going to see, is VST rising or falling? But currently above the value of 1, it is still favorable as an overall ranking. Now we get to Sprint. Sprint's got a VST of 0.78, below the value of 1, so ranking it amongst the 5, it has got the worst combination of value, safety, and timing. As you start to look at this watch list of stocks that you may either own or stocks that you are interested in, now you have a better understanding of analyzing them and then either giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down in regards to whether or not you should be in the stock or not. And some of these stocks you may be in, but you may not understand how much they are hurting your portfolio, and that's why these tutorials are based around helping you make better decisions. We all help you with when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. That is the toughest part. And when you look at a watch list of stocks like you have right here, you're going to do something called weeding your portfolio. How about looking at the stocks that have an RT below 1? Those are the stocks that are hurting your portfolio. As we get into CI and recommendation and other things, these other indicators will also help you in analyzing a stock and knowing what to do at the right time. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.